Welcome back to the Tu-Vie. I don't know why I always start every intro. It's this hand, this finger pointing very vigorously at the upper
It's
corner
like a
of the screen.
politician making a
It is
great point or a
exactly.
terrible point. Politicians are hit or miss.
They're hit or miss. Welcome back to Tu-Vie, the Tu-Vie movie, Tu-Vie movie.
Much like us, hit or miss.
Yeah, very much. TV Movie Entertainment Needs podcast. Sitting with me again is Cameron. Colin had suffered very rough case of food poisoning. Minutes.
I haven't seen Colin in so long.
I know we miss him. We really hope he's feeling better though. He sent me a text as an update saying it's hurting. That's all he said.
Yeah,
and like a photo of him sweating.
I got food poisoning the one day, and it was the first day of training for a new job.
Okay. So not our job.
Like, hey, thanks for giving me a job. I can't show up today though. I'm dying.
That makes sense. Yeah, I on the first day of training when we were at Disney, I had a severe like case of allergy. Now I'm not saying it's comparison, but I had like a severe bad where like my nose was plugged, my ears were plugged, and they're having this giant conference thing right next to test track. So already a very loud place. I'm in the back. So I just had to stand next to the person all day so I can get some clarity of what she's saying. But I felt horrible the whole day. Not as close to what you were feeling of food poisoning. That sucks, period.
Yeah.
It hits like a mother. But today, so we're going to be continuing our trend of the writers. I want to start with someone who actually made this bit into their special, which is Bo Burnham. We know Bo Burnham. He's done incredible comedy shows like Inside from Netflix. He's also done, what was the other ones he did? It was the other one. It's Make Happy, What, and Words. Those are his three specials that are fantastic. Make
There's
Happy.
There's also another one, but it's like, I think it's just called Bo Burnham.
Maybe. And then I also know he did write.
It wasn't filmed, I don't think.
Oh, I also knew he did that like TV show with like Mark Maron and the guy from Ice Age.
Are you talking about Zach Stone is going to be famous?
No. Great show on Netflix. Fantastic. This was like and I don't want to say a reality, but like talk show with Mark Maron.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was like one episode. It was called Green Room.
Something like that. Yeah, I know. That's kind of where they post a lot of TikTok clips from his stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anyone's watched Zach Stone. I'm assuming you did since you brought. That's a funny show. Like that's a personal guilty pleasure of mine because the first episode is so good.
Ain't nothing to be guilty about it. It's
I know.
Fantastic.
But some people just don't think it's funny because I don't think they get that like his humor is derived from like a very serious like set. Like he's not trying to be funny. Everything he's saying is said seriously, which then makes it funnier. Like Bryan Cranston's advice on doing comedy, which we spoke about I think in another episode. And he also wrote 8th Grade. I was gonna watch that this morning. I watched a little bit of it, and then I think I was like watching it on TV when I was on vacation somewhere, so I just was catching it, or I don't know. I remember seeing some of it, didn't finish it. I was gonna try and get up early this morning and watch it, and I didn't do that because I was tired, so I didn't want to. But I got to finish that movie. I heard it's fantastic, and I know that when he was directing it was a very strict way that he was doing the set. Like whenever they were recording, like the cameras were facing down and the lens were on there. Like he had a very like healthy set environment. Because they were shooting around underage people, like kids.
Yeah, children.
Very, like great way that he did that. I'm very proud of him to do it. But the writing I've heard has been fantastic.
There is a scene, I believe that's the same year that Truth or Dare movie came out, that horror movie. There's a Truth or Dare scene in 8th Grade that is scarier than the movie Truth or Dare.
Okay, yeah, it did come out the same year. I don't know why I had to question your release date knowledge.
Come on, man. I know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, I forgot. I was talking to Google. And then, that's the Truth or Dare with Lucy Hale, that horror movie.
Yeah, not a good movie.
Yeah, it didn't look like a good movie. I'm surprised you even watched it. I mean, you watch a lot of things. Even when I know a movie's going to be bad, I kind of wait for a good day where I can waste my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that because my friends were like, let's watch a horror movie.
Because I know they also did another Truth or Dare movie. Did you see the other Truth or Dare movie that they did in 2017? That was a TV movie.
No.
Really weird too. the Would You Rather. Did you see that
No.
horror Would You Rather movie?
Wait, isn't that? I think I did.
Where like this girl has like a sick mom and there
Yep,
was like
yep,
these
yep, yep,
yeah.
yep, yep, yep. I saw
I
that
I mean
at a
the
party.
yeah, the razor blade to
It
the
was it was a bummer. That's a bummer of a movie.
it's the trailer as a whole was way better than the movie. And you know that that's a real problem with some things.
Yeah.
And I
I just
also
remember
just think
being
it's
like,
funny.
this is a weird collection of character actors.
Yeah, I mean,
It's got a weird cast.
yeah, the cast itself, the people who were performing, they did good. You know, they did the best they could with what was given to them. Still very a weird how they presented it.
Sequels.
Before I actually go off on the Bo Burnham thing, I need to ask you this question because I was introduced to
Yes.
this magnificent theory of a movie. It's called Tiptoes. Tiptoes. It is from 2002. I'm just going to give you this cast. I'm just going to give you the first five because I'm going to read you the description once I get this. So it's Gary Oldman, Peter Dinklage, Kate Beckinsale, Matthew McConaughey, and Patricia Arquette. Okay.
Wild. Give me the
Wild
synopsis.
cast. The uh Tiptoes movie is about Matthew McConaughey and I believe it is Kate Beckinsale's love interest, from what I remember. They're dating, and she's like, "I want to meet your family," and he's like, "Okay," but the twist is his family are midgets, and Matthew McConaughey is the only tall person. I recommend anybody watch this trailer because it is so 2002 of a trailer. It's like they were in love, and then like the record scratch. But here's the twist: his family are midgets, and it's like joke after joke after joke of them being small.
Whoa.
And the fact that Gary Oldman plays a
No.
midget, and they still cast Peter Dinklage as sadly the token one, even though he's a fantastic actor.
That
Aside from his height, he's a fantastic actor, and I feel like they're pigeonholing him
hey,
because of his height. But yeah,
over or under this having 19% on Rotten Tomatoes?
I can tell you right now with the IMDb rating of 4.3 out of 10, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess under.
It is 20, so
Oh,
technically over.
why? Why did the Meg do worse than Tiptoes in Rotten Tomatoes?
How much does
Meg
the Meg
two, sorry,
have?
Meg two,
Meg
the
2.
Meg two. Like last I checked, it was zero. By the way, and it's like it's I don't know how they did the thing with Gary Oldman, other than I think where he had him tape his shoes to his knees and had him kneeling on the floor at all times when they were recording. Because it is just it is so bad. It's so bad. So, but if anyone wants to watch it, it's on Prime. So if you have a good time, you have time in your Wednesday,
Don't do
which
that to
is
yourself.
I don't have time today to do it, but I will have time tomorrow. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I found that out last night. Feel like if you have some time on your hands, Cameron, or pretty much anyone listening to this podcast at this point, go watch Tiptoes.
I need school to start.
You got time. You got time
No.
between now and then. So yeah,
Literally
Gary
week.
Oldman's Oscar nomination, Tiptoes. I really hope it's
Anyway, Bo
okay.
Burnham.
Bo Burnham. Yeah, I do. I had to get that out of the way because I was gonna forget it if I never mentioned it right then and there. ADHD people, where are we at? Cool. All right, that's fun. I thought at least one of us would have. Uh, Bo
Same.
Burnham, though, I think his best work, I think by far is Inside. That's my personal
Yeah.
opinion because the jokes and the very serious tones that that show had were real. But my favorite bit
Yeah.
was when he's doing the like during that time with COVID, the Zoom interview presses where it was like writer director Bo Burnham, producer Bo Burnham, lead
Yeah. The
actor Bo
credits.
Burnham, and it's like him in just
Supporting
different
cast, Bo Burnham.
and Bo Burnham. It's just like him in not in different shirts. It's the same shirt. It's just in like different
Yeah.
personalities.
while I was at Magic Kingdom, actually,
Hmm.
I ran into one of the fireworks guys who, like, they literally, like, they have the least flashy costume. It's literally just a t-shirt and shorts that
Yeah,
just says fireworks on it.
it's kind of a
But
cool shirt though. I
he
kind of
had
want it.
the inside hat on, the one that's like Inside Studios and the Marvel font, and I was like, nice.
That's that is kind of actually a really cool hat. And I did see for like it's like $45, I think, the inside vinyl set that has like
Yeah, those are
all
at
songs.
Target,
Yeah,
which
I
is
saw it. I don't remember where it
wild.
was. Yeah, but it's got the outtakes and the actual show in it too, which is
Yeah.
I think a good deal. 45 for what, 60 songs?
Yeah,
Just about.
it's a lot.
It's a lot of songs, but I mean it's four different records with A and B.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But I really
Nice.
wanted to work
Good
it.
times.
But I was on vacation. I didn't want to pack it in my bag,
Get down to the I side. It's crazy.
which is A squared and then B squared, and just kind of
Just
keep going on that.
a yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
I think
Insides is best.
Inside really is like the magnum opus of the pandemic, showing what
Yeah.
it was like to live it and that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
And a definite like I don't want to say the wrong word. I'm trying to think of the word, like the a great representation, sadly, of mental health during that time. Like how
Yeah.
important it is to take care of it, and how like in one of the songs, finding humor in times like this is hard because but he found a way to both make me cry and laugh all in the same 2 hour
Yeah.
period.
And I mean, eighth grade does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's very much an analysis into how social media has changed
Oh yeah.
just life,
Hmm.
um,
Was,
and how we all, or at least social media has given us this like want to be seen and
hmm.
heard and stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how that's affecting kids.
Everything. Yeah.
Like, I think he did this interview where he was like, uh, because like a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
his stand up is about like dealing with, I guess, fame and
Because
like
that's how we got started.
his
He
success.
posted
Yeah,
the video on
he
YouTube.
was YouTube, but
Yeah.
like he was like, I was always struck with how many like teenage girls would come up to me at shows and be like, I relate to what you said. I like what you said really resonated with me. And he was like, why is my stuff resonating with you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Wasn't that a press conference he had for the movie?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was something I think it was like a like the premiere or something he was
Google or
talking about.
something.
Yeah, I mean it's him in like those IMDb interviews.
92 Second Street Y or 92nd Street Y. Jesus.
It, I mean, yeah, I figured it was what
I
you
do
meant,
love
but
92nd Street Y.
you're very right though. The
If
both.
you want to have like a great like hour and a half of comedy, watch John Mulaney and Bill Hader's panel about
Oh,
Barry season 2.
I think I've seen
It
a bit of
is
it. I haven't seen the whole thing.
gold.
Yeah, I'll well
It
then
is
if you
my
send it
my
to me, I'll
senior
link it in the
quote is
description.
from it. My high school senior quote is from that.
You guys got a high school senior quote?
Yeah, you
Lucky.
didn't?
No,
I think that's like tradition, like American tradition. How is it?
I don't know what to tell you. Our school sucked
Man, Texas crazy.
for many reasons, and I think that's maybe the bottom of the list, but
Yeah,
it's a
but
part of
it's
that
on
list.
there. It's
It
on
is
there.
on there. It's just yeah. Our school was weird. Like we had a nickname for all 12. I think now 14 schools in our district, which is way too many. I I don't know if
Yeah.
we're going for a record, but that's the thing we're going for. But
Yeah,
yeah,
my
yeah.
senior quote was, in the book of life, I just want to be in the acknowledgments.
Yeah. Was that Bill?
I believe that was Bill told it, but it was
Oh,
something that John Mulaney wrote in like a sketch that
oh
didn't
my
get
god.
made.
them two together can
They're so good.
they're so good. Like, you know what's that Bill Engvall, Larry Cable Guy comedy group
Or I don't know.
where it's like all four of like the comedy group. It's I'm trying to figure out the name. It's a comedian. I can't. I'm sure someone's gonna know it. Bill Engvall comedy group. I swear I know their names. Okay, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. That's with Jeff
Gotcha.
Foxworthy, Bill Engvall, Ron White, and Larry the Cable Guy. Which, fun fact, if you don't know, that whole drawl that he has, it's fake.
Yeah. It's wild.
Which when I found that out, I had to like maybe take a day off work to gather myself. That
Just
was
like
scary to
shake
find
it off.
out. Well, yeah, everyone knows Tara Mater, but he's then talking like, "Hi, how are you?" Like it's
Yeah, what's up? I'm Larry.
uh, is that even his real name at this point, or is it like
I
Jonathan?
don't know.
Because I know the Cable Guy is not his last name.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, still alive is actually. Oh, retired. Okay, my bad. Let's see.
Anyway, Bo Burnham.
Sorry, yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this is his real name. Daniel Lawrence Whitney.
So
Is there anything about this man that's true? Is that even a real beard?
get her done.
Is he?
I killed him. To anyone listening, I killed
It was the most unenthusiastic done. The most perfect time situation for Daniel Lawrence Whitney's year we're quoting get her done. I bet he stole that from someone too.
him.
But yeah,
Sure.
Bo Burnham, sorry.
Bo
I
Burnham.
I
Yeah, I think
deviate
all of
real
his
bad
stand-up
here.
very much focuses on like how he struggled with like his fame at such a young age. And
Yeah.
I think that translating to eighth grade was fantastic. And I hope it translates well too. I think he's doing a Sesame Street movie.
No way. No, hold on. That's
Yeah,
not a real thing. He's doing a Sesame Street movie?
2024, Anne Hathaway, Bo Burnham, uh, Chance the Rapper.
Wow, really?
He's starring in it and he's doing the music.
What is that going to look like?
I don't know, but I'm excited.
Like, is it the same kind of like tempo they're doing for the Barney movie, which apparently will
I
be,
have no idea.
frankly,
Although
I'm,
apparently he's also doing he's writing another movie. So that's exciting.
yeah, yeah, on his, what's it called? Upcoming list, there's an untitled Bo Burnham project. That's all I can really see, but
Yeah.
I really hope, I mean, what is it going to be like? Henson wasn't a part of that, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I thought it was Henson. Is he? He's not playing Henson because I know he's a character in his own movies.
No, it doesn't say who he's playing.
Okay, good. Because that'd be
But yeah,
be a little
it's
weird.
it's gonna be a fun movie.
That actually, weirdly enough, sounds very interesting. A Sesame Street movie written by Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
I just knowing all the other songs he's made, like sexting and
Yeah.
white women's Instagram.
Right.
That's a very good one. Do you actually have like a favorite from the Inside soundtrack?
I know I have a couple like downloaded on my phone.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
because I know one of the ones I played, well, I found late but played a lot was 1985. I like that whole, like was it kind of like a tempo-ish. I mean, none of them are bad. Let me just get that out of the
Oh,
way.
I mean that funny feeling.
Yeah, that one's
Incredible.
actually
I I went and saw Phoebe Bridgers like 2 years ago,
wow, really?
and it was her first show of the tour. and
Wow.
her encore was singing that song.
Wow.
Yeah. And now they're dating.
She really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Good for
Tu-Vision and
him.
Bo Burnham are a thing.
Good for him.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a great video of him at one of her shows as she's singing that as her encore, just like kind of like basking in it.
oh
It's great.
wow. Well, that's nice. I mean, All
Highly
Eyes on Me
recommend it.
is it sad that that's one of my favorites?
No, it's a good
Because I
song.
remember when we were driving home from work one night, I had that playing in the car, and you go, "Hey, are you
Are you
okay?"
okay? Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know it
I
was
think
bad to play that. It just
I
took it
mean
out
I
of
think it was
nowhere.
like after work one day. I was just like,
Yeah, well, it
"You
was also
good?"
like 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
so it's practically empty.
God.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, oh, is it bad that I'm playing this song? I'm like, well, it's not great.
Yeah, it's not a good sign.
Hey man, he's got talent, all right? He makes you feel things. To kind of sorry, I just don't know why. When we were talking about writing and how great he is, I had my IMDb page open and just to kind of like go through his filmography and that ad for the new the not Wonder Woman movie, the Gal Gadot movie, Heart of Stone.
Oh, Heart of Stone. Yeah.
Yeah, that
You couldn't pay me to
movie,
watch that.
that movie is littered with like this. Okay, there's a connection here. There's this TikTok I saw by the name of the artist, not artist. The TikToker is Delaney Says Hello. She is that you've probably seen her. She does like the sick girl in every like drama
Oh,
movie.
yep.
And she did one where it's like female superhero clearly written by by a man. And if you haven't seen it, I will put it right here.
Sorry about your stealing. Just once I'd love to walk into a bar. Looking for this? The amulet that contains the true identity of each member of the League of Indignity. This is mine now. Although my mother did warn me about taking jewelry from strange men. Oh! Where you going? We're just getting to know each other. So you're gonna tell me two things. Where do they keep the gin in this joint? And how many others are there? Cops. Really? Why do I have to do everything the hard way?
And
Oh,
it is so it's so good because it also if she doesn't become some level celebrity that's well over B. I don't know what the level is then, but she has never missed. She does it so good.
Yeah.
I've never seen something more painfully accurate or like my favorite one is the female bartender.
I see that one too.
It is
God.
exactly the first comment I had to see if someone commented. My first comment was the girl from Top Gun Maverick. That's what it was. It didn't even say the actress's name. It just said that one girl from Top Gun Maverick. Like it's the girl,
Jennifer
but
Connelly.
yeah, it's does it so good. And she has,
Yeah.
I mean, thousands of other ones like the dance professional that's in every coming of age movie or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does
She's
it.
great.
It's
But
so
yeah,
good.
man.
If you have not checked out Delaney Says Hello, go see her now on TikTok. She's so good. And it's not like it's awkward to watch because it's she's so right that it hurts. It could never be
Yeah.
like applied to you, but you know she's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just yeah. Speaking of superheroes, I wanted to ask you, well, unless you want to keep going the Bo Burnham thing, other than he's
No,
an
let's move on.
absolute genius. Let's just get this
Love
out of the
that
way.
guy. He
Like,
shaped my life,
I
honestly.
mean, it's weird to see how much stuff he has done from the last 20 years.
I found out about him in middle school, which and just growing up with his stuff has been very cool.
Yeah, I caught him every now and then when I was in I think middle school too. Well, we're the same age. Yeah, middle school too. And like the first thing I think I watched him was Make Happy. That was the one I think I saw.
Oof. I remember being very excited when Make Happy came out. I was a huge fan of What and Words, and like he was like my most listened to artist on like
Was he?
Spotify.
Oh, you're a
It's like
Spotify guy.
that's
You're not
where
an Apple Music guy?
I was at the time. I am a Apple Music guy now, But
okay. Because Spotify,
my family
it's
has
good
a
for
plan.
podcasts.
Yeah,
The family plan is helpful, but Spotify is good for one thing. Our podcast, the Tu-Vie podcast, you guys can check out on Spotify.
but also you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, where I listen to podcasts.
Absolutely, you can get on, and that's actually where our most listened listeners are, at Apple Podcasts. So
and we
thank you for
love
that. But we do, but let's make sure that we get this all well around. Let's try and get more.
Yeah.
We don't want we don't want to discriminate Apple listeners. But definitely his stuff of what was good. Not what. Sorry, words.
Words. Great.
What words make inside. But it was Make Happy, I think, his most what's the word I'm looking for? Like his most concert like, because it had different
a lot of visuals.
Yeah, visuals and like a lot of planned choreography,
production
with the lights.
value.
Thank you. Production value. I'm blanking on words today. Ever since losing that Fortnite game, I'm out of whack, man.
You're jumbled. You should have gone out on high when you beat me in Mario Kart.
I did go on a high, and I should have left it there. Which we will finish another time, but 6-4. But well, that's where we were. It was at the third race. You had to go.
Yeah.
I mean, like what they say, history repeats itself.
Very nice headphones, which are making much better audio.
Yeah, and I will say, history does repeat itself, so I didn't want it to win again because it kind of got a little boring. But I mean,
I'll get my revenge. It's okay.
Just murder me. That's just hit me with a car. That's your revenge.
Yeah.
But to kind of bank on the whole superhero thing, I want to. Wow, when did you get that thing? When did you get a Miss Minutes time pillow?
I've had this forever.
Really?
Yeah, since like last year. I got.
Are you gonna buy? Oh, you gonna buy the McDonald's meal?
Honestly, that McDonald's meal is crazy. They got a Wong Kar-wai movie in there.
Listen, man, this McDonald's meal is okay. Which McDonald's promotion did you like better? This one or the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce?
Oh God, no, neither. The Grimace Shake.
Ew. Did you actually try the Grimace Shake?
No.
Okay. Was it? Someone kept saying, it was made from like chicken nuggets. I'm like, no, it wasn't.
There's no way.
Well, hold on, because in the ad, it just showed like a bunch of the like stuff from McDonald's.
Let's move on.
I gotta go on. Yeah, it was a vanilla soft serve blend with Grimace syrup finished with whipped cream. Yeah. It wasn't chicken nuggets. It was just like stuff like chicken nuggets and fries and everything going into the cup to make the Grimace Shake, because Grimace was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
Fake news. Yeah, sorry.
Superheroes.
Well, what would you say is your best, in your opinion, the best written MCU movie? Because, like I said, just sticking with writing, I know MCU movies, the last few of them, excluding Black Panther, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Guardians. I'm personally saying this because I had a fun time watching it. Thor: Love and Thunder. I know it's not the best well-received one. We're pretty great from the last few years, but there have been some misses. Would you say that was the best MCU? Not just in this phase.
I'd say that there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that I love. Particularly all the Guardians movies, I think, are perfect.
Yeah.
And like, it's hard. There's a lot. I think Winter Soldier had a very tall hill to climb because it had to make Captain America cool.
I think it did,
and
a pretty good job at that.
It made him put him more like on the face of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, the first Iron Man movie, that's pretty good too.
I think the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie is probably my pick because it just had so much to set up.
Mm-hmm.
It had to set up basically the entire cosmic half of the MCU. And I think it did that by creating 5 characters who really stood out and created this found family that managed to stick out throughout the entire MCU. And
it's now like a studio favorite.
My favorite MCU things. Like,
yeah,
they're so good that now he's taken over the competition.
Yeah. And the competition is It's doing something.
Blue Beetle is a movie that's coming out soon.
You're not excited for that one?
I mean, it looks all right. I mean,
Looks
I'll
better
go
than
see
Flash.
it. Anything is better than
Yeah,
Flash.
I know. It looks way better than I made a TikTok saying the Blue Beetle trailer that came out already looked better than the Flash. And someone was like commenting like his like says looks better than a movie that he's never seen. I'm like, yeah, I don't have
I like the guy they got playing Blue Beetle. I
yeah,
like
Solo. I think it's
Zolo Zolo
I think
Solo.
it's Sholo.
I don't know. I'm
I think
bad
it's
at
Sholo. Sholo
words.
Mariduena, fantastic young actor that's doing pretty good in Cobra Kai. He's done a really good job with
I could not get into Cobra Kai, no
that's
matter how
fine.
hard I
It
tried.
wasn't
It's a lot.
it's a very repetitive plot, not gonna lie, but it's like that's a guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah.
Because I like the Karate Kid. I don't remember his character's name. I want to say no, it's not. That's the bad guy.
Whatever.
I can't remember.
But yeah,
Literally,
like
only one that's coming to mind is John Ralphio. Not John Ralphio. That's Ralph Macchio.
my dad has been rewatching Parks and Rec,
That's a
and
great show.
I walked in like during a John Ralphio scene and was
Yeah.
able to quote it perfectly with him. I love John Ralphio.
He is a Ben Schwartz, great actor, funnier comedian. But one year when my mom and I went to Disney years ago, I think for like Thanksgiving vacation.
You went to Disney World? What's
Land.
it like?
Sorry, did I say world or did I say land or world?
I don't know.
I went to Disneyland with my mom because we flew out to California.
I was mainly
to see
doing
family.
a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do it a lot.
I was like,
Since
what?
being in
You've
both
been
places,
to Disney World? What's it
I
like?
did. Yeah, it's wild. It's really wild.
It's where dreams are made of. If you're not working there,
it's the most magical place on earth. Yeah, for other people. But we were there in Disneyland, and we were coming off the Cars ride, the Radiator Springs Racers. And my mom's favorite character from Parks and Rec is John Ralphio. Loves everything he says. The ran over by a Lexus line that he says.
Ran over by a Lexus
is the one she says the most. And so we're walking off the ride, and she starts singing that like very loudly. I'm like, oh, okay, ha, funny. There's cars. And she goes, no, I got ran over by a Lexus. And I go, what does this mean, Mom? She goes, the guy is here. I can't remember his name, but I was trying to get your attention saying he's here. He just walked by us. And I ran right back to the exit line, and I got a photo with him right before he went on the ride.
No way. That's cool.
And my mom's like, I was trying to get your attention. I go, say anything else but the line.
Yeah.
You say it like it's air, man. I thought you were just being funny. So
I love that.
Quick little gag on how met him. Were we talking about before? Marvel?
What a guy. No. We were talking about MCU movies.
That's right. Yeah, you kind of stole my answer. I was gonna say Guardians 3, but yeah, the Guardians trilogy is fantastic. Winter Soldier is a great movie. I really do. I think they made Cap cool. I also hold the first Iron Man movie in 2008 to really high standards.
Yeah, Iron Man is a very weird movie because it's like mostly improv.
Like, yeah, which is weird. Which is really weird when you find out how they actually made that movie. It's better knowing it, but it's so good. And I texted you guys this on our group chat that the Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton, it's not as bad as I remember it.
I disagree.
It's not as bad as I remember it. It's not the most like, it's not what the MCU is now, but for like a Hulk comic where he's on the run and he's trying to get rid of this whole thing, you know, like they kind of did a brief bit of this in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes show back in like 2010, I think.
Oh, such a good show.
That is a stupid good intro.
Oh, it's
so good. Like,
so
world's about to break. Like it felt like something that was like Linkin Park.
Yeah,
it was so good. And I remember hearing like the TV switch onto that channel, and I just threw my stuff down and raced down the stairs to just finish the theme song. Forever fighting. And that was it.
Yeah,
I just had to get it out.
It looks like on my MCU ranks list, I have Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
literally only one movie.
I think you and I have the same last three. What was your last three?
Dead last is Thor. Second to last is Hulk.
And
third last is Dark World.
Okay, I think you and I have the exact same final three. Hold on, let me.
And
Oh
then
no
right
no,
in
it goes.
fourth,
I actually I'm sorry. The final three that I have is it's Thor: The Dark World, Thor, and Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania.
I can understand that.
I mean,
I need to rewatch the ones that have come out recently.
I would like what? Like Quantumania?
Quantumania, Love and Thunder, Black Panther, like everything that's come out in the last year. Multiverse of Madness, like yeah.
Multiverse of Madness, I
Just
actually really did
just to
like.
like refresh my brain on them.
Yeah, I mean, I did like. Is it bad that I liked? What was it? What was what you just said?
Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
I think for a Sam
It's
Raimi
fun.
Marvel movie, it's
It's fun. Don't think about it too much though.
well, yeah. I mean, don't be nitpicky, but I mean, like, so like the first, Sam Raimi Marvel Spider-Man, of course, that
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire, that's great. But I think with like MCU hindsight, it's different. I think that's what makes it good. The whole, demon wing thing, that was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick. But
Yeah.
to go back on
Every
Guardians
time
3,
it feels rainy, it's great.
exactly. That's what I think I'm holding on to as a different movie. I think they should have kept the scene. I don't know if a lot of people know this. They deleted a scene entirely. It's not even like deleted scenes of Mordo going to confront Wanda and she kills him
Yeah.
in like 6 seconds.
I'm glad that's not in there because I like Mordo and I want him to still be alive.
Well, dude, I don't know what they're doing with him. He was supposedly. Dang, I'm tired.
Yeah, something
Supposedly,
happened off screen.
okay. Yeah, it's probably the Angry Orchard from Ninja Turtle the other day. Uh, um, I just think though Mordo needs to come back in a better fashion. So I think holding him off screen for now is better than putting him on and ruining whatever he had.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. But back to Guardians, I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is it's a movie that's hard to rewatch because there's so many just
It's
yanking
very
of the
sad.
heartstrings. It makes me sad so many times. But sometimes when I'm feeling good, I just go to the very last 10 minutes and watch
Yeah.
it started from like the big spoilers, by the way, just in case you still haven't seen it yet. The big hug after everything, and like Star-Lord's potential death, which
Yeah. He's like, I'm okay.
after his face looks like it got stung by 800 bees. Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know. It's got a mind of its own.
Honestly, Tara Strong, perfect choice for Miss Minutes.
Fantastic. Anyway,
But the big hug to then the I bet we were fun, which the first pull of the heartstring, and then you got the meeting with everybody and the whole Groot. We understand him now. Now I love you, which is great. And then you got the last 6 minutes, I think, of the hardest I've ever cried in a Marvel movie with
Dog Days Are Over.
Dog Days Are Over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always call the movie.
I
I always
was
call that
a
song the Run
mess.
Fast song. But
I was a mess.
I had. I'm glad you told me to buy a drink for the movie because I was going to be dehydrated afterwards, and
Yeah.
I drank a whole large drink in maybe 5 seconds. I was so dehydrated from crying the last 2 hours 40 minutes. I didn't drink a sip, but I was like, this is gonna hurt.
Gosh.
Did you watch
But,
the director's commentary version?
So since I bought it on digital, I'm like halfway through the director's commentary, and then I got like distracted by work or something.
Yeah, it's good. It's like apparently Lambshank, the grotesque.
Oh yeah, that was
thing.
Gunn.
That was Gunn, but it was supposed to actually be a Stan Lee. It was planned to be a Stan Lee
It
cameo.
would have been so good.
Do you kind of miss those? Like, whenever you rewatching an old Marvel movie and you see Stan Lee, does it just hurt now?
I'm just like, hey, I love that guy.
I love that guy. And now what I love
Hope he's
also
doing
more,
all right.
what I also love
Wherever
more
he
Ditko
is.
love. Yeah, I would like a little more
Man.
Ditko appreciation.
I think, yeah, I
Because
don't know.
apparently the new Stan Lee
There's
documentary
no way to
doesn't
really
acknowledge it.
replace his cameos with something.
No, I think though someone said that they should replace as the new person that should be a cameo should be the Watcher, because they did it for What If, and then they're apparently doing it for I Am Groot season
They'd
2.
have to be like real sneaky about it.
Well, they're starting to
I'd be
apparently do
okay
it with I Am Groot season 2. His giant old
Yeah.
head was in the thing, which
That's not
you put
sneaky.
in.
That's blatant.
Yeah, but your apparent quote for when you sent in our chat was the best thing out of Phase 5 is coming real soon, I think.
Yeah. Peak MCU is back.
Yeah, it's hey, they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy them. I have fun watching
They're
it with
cute.
my nephews. They like
Yeah.
Groot. That interactive Groot with the speaker that they had at Disney World.
Yeah, I have the speaker. I don't have the interactive part though.
It's fine. You don't need you don't need the interactive. But I bought both of them for my nephew for his birthday and just kept it in my bag for like a year. And so when I
Honestly,
gave it to him, it's super sick.
looking at it, I kind of like have a shrine to the Guardians
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you had the helmet?
yeah,
When did you buy the helmet?
like at the beginning of my program.
Oh. Oh, nice.
And then
I have a different kind of shrine. I don't have much. Okay, I have that. That I do have. I don't have much like physical, tangible stuff. I have more of the music. Like I got. Oh, you got it. You finally got it from the last episode to now. You finally rip that sucker open. If you can find. Oh wow.
I turned the noise making off.
Okay, that's smart. Ooh. Did you buy any of the other ones that they had?
No, just this one.
Ooh. That was
Very
nice.
fancy.
Does it still? You still have the stand, or did you? That break?
Yeah, I have the stand.
Okay, that's good. Like, you can't have that without the other one. I was gonna buy the Eye of Agamotto and the helmet, but the Marvel Legends one has a.
So cool.
It was cool, but the Marvel Legends one is a very cheaper price. So I was gonna just wait till I find those and the wild, because the one that at Disney it's like a strap in the back, but the one for the Star-Lord one it's a full helmet that you can connect your phone to and play music in.
That's actually pretty sick.
That's super sick. So yeah, I'm working slowly building on the Star-Lord.
Never mind, this does have the noise making on.
Oh yeah, I don't hear a bit of it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's PlayStation headset for you.
Yeah.
That's perfect sound blocking there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guardians is great. Oh, the next thing was the Last Ronin.
Oh yeah,
that came out. That in development, the Last Ronin, Ninja Turtles video game. Did they say it was open world?
I think I don't think so.
I mean, should it be like almost?
I don't know.
Like Spider-Man?
I think it'll whatever it is. I think they said like their main influence was like God of War.
Okay, that'd be sick. And I think they said you can choose which main weapon you want to fight with at random times. Because I mean, another spoiler warning for those who don't know, The Last Ronin is a comic book series for the Ninja Turtles, which is a fantastic comic book series. There's like a whole addendum book at the Barnes and Nobles I have near my place, and almost got it, but it was like $45. I couldn't shell that out right away. I swear, I thought you were holding a gusher for a second. My bad. I didn't realize you were holding.
It does look like a gusher.
You can. I bet if I take the stone and put a purple gusher in there, I wonder how much longer it would take for you to notice that it was a gusher. Then, because you don't open it that much. I just was wondering if that would look much like a gusher, or it wouldn't.
You planning to steal my Infinity Stone?
Just the stone. Because I mean I don't have the glove. I do like that you can buy the glove and then the stones come with it. That was cool. But I got other stuff. But it's God of War would be a good one to do. And I think they said something about choosing which main weapon you want to use. And so like I said, The Last Ronin is about a comic book series where there's only one Ninja Turtle that is left. If I'm not going to say who, I was going to say I'm not going to say who it is. So in case you want to read it, you can find out for yourself.
All of them are dead except Michelangelo.
All of them except Michelangelo is a goner. And so because Raph died against Oroku Karai, which I think was Splinter. It's Karai. I mean, it's Karai. I forgot her first name.
You're saying words.
Oroku Karai. I think that's the. I don't
know anything about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lore.
Did you ever watch the 2007 movie?
Yeah, but it was like in elementary school.
Do you remember the girl that was leading the Foot Clan that they kept running into? Never mind. Leonardo died in an explosion, and then Master Splinter being overwhelmed by the Foot Clan's forces, and as well as Donnie. So they all died by fighting against the Foot Clan because I think it's Shredder's, I want to say grandkid or his son that's now like leading the Foot Clan, and it's this dystopian future. It's a really wild comic. I haven't read it in a while.
I showed the trailer to my sister and told her the concept, and she was like, "What? They died?"
yeah. And I showed Sophia the fan made, very well detailed, like fan made video of one of the panels of the comic book. Did you see it?
Yeah.
No. Did you see one? Okay, I'm gonna put it as I'm not gonna put in the description. Actually, I'll put in the description. I'm gonna send it to you, but it is so well detailed. Like someone made a fan made animation of the Last Ronin's like beginning ish, like middle maybe of the book panel where a very very sad moment happens, and it's done word for word. So it's not like they took off their own inspiration from it. They literally just copied and pasted the script into it, but they made it look so good, and I couldn't be more impressed with the voice work too. And that's how I read it now whenever I reread it again. But that's coming into a video game, and if God of War is the concept and not like Dying Light, that'd be kind of cool.
I think they're saying it's like God of War mixed with Ghost of Tsushima.
I actually haven't played Ghost. I haven't had a PlayStation ever, so I haven't played Ghost. That is one of the first 3 games I'm buying when I get a PlayStation. Whenever I get a PlayStation,
you got to get on it. They make excellent headsets.
I have no doubt. Free plug for the PlayStation headset. I got no time, money, or even location to put it.
Yeah,
you know. So first world problems.
Yeah.
But it looks like a fantastic game. It's still in development. I am very curious on who they're going to cast for Michelangelo.
Yeah. Steve Blum would be cool.
I was thinking Steve Blum. I was thinking now in the back of my mind, I was also thinking maybe Nolan North.
Nah, he's too happy.
But yeah.
Troy Baker. These are the 3 voice actors I know.
the Mount Rushmore of video
Blum,
game voice actors.
Nolan North, Troy Baker,
and James Arnold Taylor.
Yeah,
come on, Ratchet for the Ratchet and Clank games. Come on,
sure.
Well, what else you got? Oh, well, you also have Abigail.
That's literally it.
Well, no, we have Abigail, the last one contender for James Arnold Taylor, and Abigail from Last of Us, who played Ellie.
Abigail?
Not her name. What am I thinking? It's an hold on.
Are you thinking of Laura Bailey?
Hold on.
Or no, Ashley Johnson plays Ellie.
Ashley. I knew it was an A name. That's what it was. Ashley, thank you. So sorry. Who the heck was I?
So excited that Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker recorded new lines for the
Horror Nights. Yeah, Hollywood Horror Nights. What is it? 33?
What's 32?
32. The Hollywood Horror Nights year 32. You're going. You're going to report back once you go.
I'm so excited.
When are you planning on going?
October is gonna be my month. I'm gonna go to Halloween Horror Nights, and then
awesome.
The next Monday, I'm going to see the 1975 in concert.
Wow!
And then
I didn't know you were a fan
Friday,
of 1975.
Love them. And then on Friday, Spider-Man 2 comes out.
You have a busy week. We're gonna probably lose you for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's gonna just be me and Colin. We're gonna lose Cameron for a little bit.
Bold of you to think that Colin isn't also going to be just playing that game.
Oh, it's probably just gonna be me. You know, maybe I'll also pull in some other people.
We'll both be in the call, but we'll both be playing. I'll be like, Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then I'm over here playing Mario Kart on my Nintendo Switch because I got nothing.
Yeah.
Actually, no. By the time he's what you said, it's October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time the game is out, he'll move into his new place. So I'll just drive over to his house and sleep the night there and play there. Once he's done, I don't want to take his time away. I want to wait till he's done so he can enjoy his game. Then it's my turn. You guys are gonna probably have to run the podcast. I'll be at his house.
Yeah.
We'll just start.
We'll take turns running the podcast.
Yeah, that comes out in about. Well, you said October, so
October. I want to say it comes out October 18th.
Okay, so you got about 78 days, 70-ish days.
Oh, October 20th. My bad.
Oh, okay. So you have 66 days.
Yeah.
Should be counting them. Count them like
Crazy.
just getting released to the out of yeah. What was the next we're talking? Okay, to the Last Ronin looks really good, and the last thing we're gonna end on is the strike. It is now, I think, day 104 for WGA.
So many days,
and I think a month now for actors.
Yeah, I think it's been about a month for actors.
Yeah, it was the 14th. I think it was the actors. Right, it was the 14th.
Did you see that picture? You see that Stephen Amell stuff?
Oh.
I saw he was out on the lines.
I saw a TikTok of that photo of him on the line looking directly in the camera, and someone's like, you just know his manager's yelling. Yeah, no, I was like,
you can see the screams of his agent in his eyes.
I wonder when Zachary Levi is going to join the picket. I've heard
he's gone insane.
I heard
Shazam
that there's some
2 has broken his mind.
Yeah, I heard that there's some weird controversy going on with him. I don't.
Well,
by the way, at Tu-Vie, we don't build on controversy. We're just I just heard about this.
We just comment on it.
We don't lay the foundation. We just report what's happening.
He was at like some con talking about like I'm sad I can't talk about my previous work.
That I did see that because I thought there was some new controversy going around.
I mean, also he just kind of sucks. Like
I haven't been focusing enough on him.
He tweets weird stuff. Like
you mean he X's weird stuff?
No, I mean he tweets weird stuff.
Come on, you got to get with the times, dude.
Okay, if I lived in a town and somebody bought it and renamed it to like, I live in Columbia, Missouri. If somebody bought Columbia, Missouri, and it was like, it's now called not Columbia, Missouri, I'm gonna be like, no, I live in Columbia, Missouri. I'm not gonna change its name just because some psychopath bought it. It's Twitter.
I don't know. And you know what's funny? You can go on X and it still says twitter.com.
Yeah.
As the handle.
Actually, I think they changed that like this week.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh man. I can't deal with this technology nowadays. And I can't hear what you're saying either. So it's going off to a solid start. A solid start.
Can you hear me?
I mean, what are you saying?
Can you hear me at all?
Now I can't.
But I was going to say, we also were going to talk about the award season.
Yeah, I was going to build into that from there, the WGA. So yeah, WGA is going on now. It's wild, yeah. So like I said, yeah, award season's going to be rough. I don't think it's going to happen this year. I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, they pushed the Emmys to January.
And well, in the Oscars happen in March.
Around
February.
March. Around March, February, around that time.
Yeah.
Sometimes in April. I think this year's was in April.
So it says it's supposedly Sunday, March 10th, 2024. Yeah. That's what it says on Google. And I don't know. But has the Oscars ever been delayed or
I don't know.
Has the Oscars ever been canceled?
I think they had been postponed
before, but never this far in advance. The ceremony was pushed back a week because there was a flooding in 1936 and then 1968 delayed following Martin Luther King Jr. And I think there was a bunch of them, but
yeah,
this one's gonna be pushed back way far back.
It depends on how long the strike lasts.
And no offense, it doesn't seem like it's gonna go any slower or any faster. It doesn't seem like it's gonna go any faster. It doesn't seem like it's moving any closer to conclusion. The AMPTP has agreed to sit down at the table again. I believe coming Friday.
They're talking to the WGA.
Yeah, again,
they're not negotiating. They're just talking.
Do you think it's gonna be like that guy holding the stick and he's like pointing at this rock? He's like, "Hey, do something." It's gonna be like, "Hey, give up." And I hope it's not. They're just so rude. They're just wrong. They're so wrong.
They refuse.
The WGA is not wrong. Let me be clear.
They deserve.
Yeah, WGA is not in the wrong. AMPTP has been in the wrong. Just want to let that.
Oh, 100%.
In the,
But
I mean, did you read the
yeah,
last deal that they sent out?
no.
Not the latest one, not the one that happened about a week and a half ago. The very first one where they were like saying denied, no change.
Yeah, it's.
I wonder if they're gonna do that again for the last deal, because I wonder what they denied this time from the first deal.
They're the ones bleeding money, so.
Yeah. We still have. I'm gonna still plug the donation areas in the description if you guys want to go donate to WGA.
Donate. Be cool.
I got nothing else. If you want to plug in something here.
Movie from a non-struck company. Go see Talk to Me. It's great.
Yes. I've been hearing a lot of that. I did read your guys's your attempt to have me go see it.
It's a family-friendly, great time for James.
Yeah, let's
for
just say
other
this.
people, it's a grueling horror movie. You'll have a great time.
For those who don't know, I hate horror. I'm trying so hard to break out of like thriller and go into horror. Like I'm fine with A Quiet Place. I did watch The Shining once. I'm not even gonna attempt the Conjuring movies.
He loved Barbarian.
I hated Barbarian with a fiery passion. I did like the camera work. It was really good. Just anything spooky was a solid no for me. This 8-foot golem was a hard no for me. But let's just I'm gonna read the text chain that I was away from for about maybe an hour. So if Cameron starts it up with just got out of Talk to Me, James, you'd love it. Colin goes, James would his pants. I would love it. Colin loves horror. He genuinely he was packing his bags to come out to Florida while watching Barbarian. The same way I do with Treasure Planet. And you go, shush, I'm trying to trick him. It's a wholesome time for the whole family. Colin, oh, nothing horrific happens. I heard a lot of families left the movie feeling closer together. It's just a bunch of friends having a great time. A wholesome message about letting those go who you have lost and looking closer to the future.
That is true. That is true.
And then Colin, not even a minute later, goes, Civil War should have been a phase in the MCU, not a movie. Not related, but I feel like you guys need to know that. Just switches.
Just back to our normal.
Back to the normal conversation we usually do. But yeah, that is it's a new one. I don't think I wouldn't hold your breath, dude. You're gonna have to pay me to see that movie. That's all I'll say.
I'll pay for your ticket.
Oh, I meant like the movie, therapy, everything. I'll probably watch it the same way I watched the ending 6 minutes of Barbarian. Plus the extra 30 movies.
You mean the other half of the movie?
Maybe.
Literally anytime they went into the basement, you were like,
buddy, I hate, dude. It was so. I didn't do that part. I had my music in. I didn't do the. I only did that when it was scary and it was spooky, and I got scared.
Coward.
I don't know why. You know who was? We were all super proud of that night. Was Jake. He hates that stuff, and he didn't even blink. He didn't even blink.
He was doing great.
He did.
I saw him on campus. I haven't seen him in a bit though.
Yeah. So okay. To deviate, Jake is a friend of ours that we met on Disney. Him and I, he doesn't live too far where I live, and he came into town beginning of June, I think, maybe even mid-June. We had lunch shortly afterwards, and and same day I also got a cap on my car for my tires. I got new boots that day. That was fun. He was at lunch and he's like, yeah, I was walking down to my class and I saw Cameron and I said hi to him, but he just kept on walking. And then maybe 6 seconds later, I was late
for a class.
Yeah. He's like, man, and then he stopped for like a second and then turned around and he realized it was me. And I forgot how short of a bubble you guys were in. He wasn't mad that you didn't ignore him. It's just that when you when you're not like wearing the green shirt and the cargo shorts, you don't notice the people.
Yeah.
It's a different world. So he wasn't mad that you didn't say hi. He was just like, did he forget?
I waved hi. I was like,
yeah, I know. But he was late for our class, but it was really weird just to see him in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something like that.
I also saw him when I was he was walking by the bar that I work at, but I was working at security, so I couldn't like come out and be like, hey.
Yeah. I told him that you work at a bar not too far from where you guys go to school, and you should go try it.
Yeah.
So
anyway, Jake, if you're listening, come by.
I don't know if he listens. If he is, well, yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna have to be roll credits on episode 16. Look at that, another one without Colin. I'm just gonna mark that down, and he's gonna pay the fine.
Yep. He's got how many fees? 3 now?
He's got 4.
4. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
He's in trouble.
He's a very.
That's at least $1.
At maybe change. We're gonna just wrap it up with that one. Thank you guys again for watching. If you guys check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much everywhere you get podcasts, we're there, as well as YouTube. Which, if you want to watch the video, there's that. Camera, this is on Apple Music.
See my beautiful.
That's face. Where we got. Oh, sorry, not music. Apple Podcasts. That's where a lot of our listeners are at. And then we got a sponsor with Miss Minutes. So
yep, she's here.
She's there.
She's vibing.
Howdy, y'all. Okay, I thought that. I didn't know. My bad.
Howdy, y'all.
That was better.
That was way better.
Thank you.
The goat of Terrace.
All right.
Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and not Twitter. We're not on X. I don't know why I keep saying that. We're on Threads. That's great, Cameron. This clip. I'm gonna attach it to your resume, just so when you can see
send it to all my future employers.
Special tasks. It's just a little, yeah.
Great at puppeting.
Don't mention ventriloquism, because he'll just bring out his Miss Minutes and do this whole bit.
All right, we gotta end this. We got
check the description for everywhere we're at. We're on Instagram and TikTok. Later.